Okay, so the last technique in this kata, so you're gonna go down into your horse stance here. You're hitting boom, bop, bop. Okay. Now the traditional way, when we're coming in with a horse stance, at least the way that it's looked at in a lot of the bunkai, is there's some kind of weapon a lot of the time that they say is coming at you from above, and you're coming and you're bringing it down and you're hitting here to the body, back fist to the back of the head, and strike. Okay, now that is a bunkai you can use, a technique you can use. That's not the way I usually like to look at these techniques. So when I'm usually looking at it, I'm not necessarily always looking at a weapon coming in at me. There are ways you can look at it from there. I'm not a weapons specialist. I like to look at things that I've had the opportunity to pressure test myself. I haven't pressure tested a lot of these in the context of weaponry. That's something I should probably do in the future. We'll make some videos on that.
Kobudo.
Yeah. But I just don't want to teach something I don't know if I'd be able to use the full speed, right? So one way I like to look at it, now you can say someone's coming in with maybe a hammer fist. That is something you can do. Or say you're here in a grappling position. Actually, let's go in here. We're in a grappling position. I'd say that technique is you're dropping down and you're throwing your elbow. Now, from here, one way you can look at this is going in this way and taking the elbow and pushing your weight forward and you're elbowing that way. Bringing that back out and sweeping him over your leg. We're not going to do a full sweep because we're here on cement, but that is one way in which you can look at that technique, is we're here in this grappling position. You step forward with your elbow, boom, hit. Your back fist is there, but I will actually curve the back fist this way and try and knock them over my horse stance. So that is one way in which I will kind of look at that technique as a sweep. I guess you could punch at the ground, but at that point they're on the ground, so I don't really use the punch. Another way you can look at it, say they're coming with that rear punch. Okay, you blocked it. Again, you're coming in, you're hitting, back fisting from there, and then if you want, you can hit them with that one knuckle shot to the throat. Again, I'm also not a huge fan of this one. I just don't spend the time in which to condition to make it practical, so I would probably just do it with a normal fist.
Always try to adapt. If your hand isn't conditioned the way your grandfather, who was a farmer's hand, is conditioned, adapt, use your fist, you know?
Yeah. Because I like I always say, I know I'm not hitting nobody with this. I'm not ever going to pull that off. I'm not even trying to condition it on that level. So I just turn it into a closed fist.
It's different with the likes of our grandfathers who worked on the farm, doing manual labor, who have really thick hands that, you know, if that went inside there, it'd probably break the lower bottom. We're weak little children here. We're weak boys compared to our grandfathers. We have to get in there with a nice little...
with a closed fist.
Closed fists.
We're not all Shinjo who can go through 4 boards with his fingertips. We're not all him, right? Again, in the kata, you're going down this way. But say we're both mirror stance. You want to come this way instead because you want to go to the inside. So say you want to go into the body. Say you throw a hook off the front. Okay, you cover it. You grab. We're going to go this way now. Bop, into the chest or across the face. Again, back fist. Again, that would be here, but I'd adjust this shot, closed fist. Maybe even if you want to be extra, you can start throwing knees to the groin, to the chest, whatever you want to do. Okay? But the main principle of this technique is you're blocking something and then striking with an elbow. This is something you see all the time in Muay Thai. To make it even more basic, you could do like just the comb your hair kind of defense against the hook. So say he throws the overhand off the rear side. Just cover, come in and grab, step in and hit. If you can't get the whole circle block fully off. Like I said, the circle block, grabbing a hand mid-air is difficult. And that's why I like to do it from the grabbing position. Grabbing, and place on the inside, rip off. Oh,
I'll keep going.
Boom. Okay. Back fist across. Boom. You can back. This one, because of the position, I'm not going to go here. I'm opening it this way. Pulling in here. Bang. Okay. Now, notice in the position we were in right there, I didn't step forward. we're looking at principles here, not the exact technique. I'm not stepping forward on that one. But if I want to stay in the position, I'm just looking at here, 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 and ways to apply it. Let's do it one more time. Okay, so opening and grabbing. I'm taking this side. I'm going to try to peel back. Now, in perfect world, you rip his hand off your jacket, but even if you don't, I've opened him up. Now, technique is to strike over, boom. You can back fist, but instead of back fisting, I'm actually going to open him up. Okay? And then you can punch, you can knee, whatever. Those are more clinch applications that you can do from there. If they're, say, grabbing onto your clothes or something in that nature. You can also easily adjust that into a Muay Thai position if they're in a Muay Thai clinch. Muay Thai clinch it. Okay. Okay, so you're here in the Muay Thai clinch kind of situation. Same situation, you go here, you peel off. Turn this way. Go up. So he's up here, peel off, elbow here, and again, kind of that's more of like a Muay Thai clinch situation as well. So say you're in a street fight, someone happens to train some kind of, say they do train martial arts to try to get you in a plum. That same thing can be used to break that plum open, even in a Muay Thai situation. I've used that in sparring in Muay Thai. It is also a Muay Thai technique. So it's not just in karate. That rip off and elbow is something used in high level Muay Thai all the time. Yeah.
If someone's turning around and saying that, oh, that's specifically for Muay Thai or that's specifically for karate, from the 1930s all the way up to 1960s, we have a lot of people coming from Thailand coming over to Okinawa to do trading. Okinawans are mad into martial arts. So we start to see from this period onwards, we start to see movements like this and also low kicks making its way in from Thailand into Okinawa. So it's no surprise that we start to see in the katas this kind of movement, you know?
Yeah.
So be aware of that before you start turning around and saying, oh, that's strictly orthodox Muay Thai or that's strictly orthodox karate. There's influences coming in from the 1930s when these katas are starting to come alive.
Yeah. So yeah, you will see influences from Thailand into karate. That's actually something I'm thinking about doing a YouTube video on.
Yeah.
Is discussing the Muay Thai influence in karate, because there's actually a lot of it. It's really, really obvious, actually, not just on our side. Like we're like the Nahate school, so you have like Uechi-Ryu, Uechi-Ryu, Goju-Ryu. You see some Muay Thai influence there, but when you go to like Shirite, it's like so much influence from those Muay Thai schools. It's everywhere. It's everywhere in the katas. So I'm thinking about maybe doing some research and maybe making a video on
well,
what
the museums
I
are here.
from there. That's
Loads
true.
of museums here.
That's true.
And you have to remember, we are not ignorant. We know the biggest influence is coming on from the biggest player, China, with Kung Fu. Kung Fu is the biggest player. The foundation being wrestling, and that Okinawan wrestling being the foundation to karate, then that Kung Fu coming in, and then we have smaller influences coming from Thailand and smaller influences coming in from the Philippines, but we can see those influences in kata. So before somebody starts typing down going, that's strictly Muay Thai actually. No, we see these influences in the kata, and yeah, of course, making an entire video on that would be class.
Yeah, I think that would be a nice one. All right, so yeah, that is the breakdown of how to use Kanshu. I'm not sure if this will be a 3-part or 4-part series by the time I'm done editing it, but those are just a couple ways in which you can use the techniques in that kata. It is one of my favorite katas for actual application for moves that I believe I can use at full speed. This one, I probably had the most success out of all the katas in Uechi so far, at least from my personal experience. It's the kata I got down for competition earliest, so I knew it the best, and it's when I tried the most in sparring from when I very, very first started training within the system. So I love this kata a lot. It has a deep placeholder right here. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or any comments on the applications, any ideas you guys have, like I said, I want this to be a martial art community. I want us to keep positive about it. But again, I do want to hear your opinions on maybe ways in which to improve a technique. Say you have something that we didn't think of that you think is a good addition. Feel free to let us know. Send me a video on Instagram. Maybe we can share it. I'd love to look at the way you may apply these techniques to kind of just grow and share Uechi as a whole. to keep it evolving and keep it growing, because one thing I noticed is as traditional martial arts don't evolve, they start dying, and the amount of practitioners shrink, and the arts kind of disappear, or they're left in the dirt by sports martial arts that are consistently evolving and adapting to becoming more and more effective, and we're not. And I don't want that to happen to us.
Especially when full contact is awesome.
Yeah, like full contact karate exists.
That's real
Guys,
karate.
it's real karate. So, yeah, let us know, and see you next time. Peace. Hey, what's up, Strike Team? This is a quick reminder to please like and subscribe, as well as hitting that notification button. Okay, as I've been looking at my last couple videos, I recognize that the majority of the people who watch are not subscribed. They're not returning people. They're brand new people every time, which is a good thing. I love reaching out to a new audience. But please, if you find what I'm doing valuable in any way with the bunkai and applications of karate, as well as some karate history and some karate theory, please hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I drop another video, because otherwise it won't show up. Okay? And I know right now I'm a new YouTuber. I've been around for a second, but I haven't been fully focused, but I promise you my video style and editing and everything will be improving. I'm going to put more focus on that going forward. So please come along with me on the journey as we learn as much as we can about karate and the martial arts. All right, guys. Peace out from Okinawa, Japan.